It's a pivotal time. Very important thing to understand about yourself in this time. Nuance and grace. Not everything is black and white. You're going to go through a lot of things that are good. You're going to go through a lot of things that are bad. You're going to do a lot of things that are good. Prayerfully, you won't do as many things that are bad, but you'll find yourself constantly switching between these two sometimes. You're like, am I good or am I bad? It's not that simple. It's really not that simple. Having that grace over your life is extremely important because you got to understand mistakes are mistakes. They will prop up however they pop up.
Get ready for some disappointment. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I feel like movies, all that shit, they tend to romanticize your 20s, bro. And don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's up. You're young, you know, you're just becoming an adult. You're kind of in that in-between stage, you feel me? But, like, you're still a kid, but you're kind of coming into your own.
Like, have fun. But be motivated towards your future. You know, a lot of folks get in their 20s and they just play too much, you know? And then you're not able to set yourself up for your future in the best way.
I think that the piece of advice I'd give for going into your 20s would be to remain authentic. It's really easy to be swayed by what you see, by who you meet, by what it is you think is your path. But the best thing to do is to always remain authentic, to always remain true to your passions, true to your love, true to God, to who you've been called to be.
You're gonna feel a lot of different feelings, bro. Like, even when you think you understand the full scope of your feelings, I can guarantee you're gonna hit an experience that is like, whoa, hold on, I actually didn't get it. Wait, whoa, I didn't see the full picture. Give yourself that grace to understand that too, you know? Especially as you're exiting, like, your teens. Your teens is kind of like, all right, I'm getting out the nest now, but you might not necessarily know how to fly yet. Right now is you learning how to fly. Right now is you learning, like, all right, God, you gave me my wings. I want to fly this way. But that might not even be the way that God has in store for you, and you might be redirected.
And I would say my biggest thing, Judah, my biggest piece of advice is don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, and don't be afraid to take risks. I feel like I don't really need to tell you that because I see it in you, but when I was around your age, I feel like there were so many things I felt like I couldn't do, and it stopped me from taking those risks. And looking back, I really wish I could have. I really, really wish I could have. I wish I could have taken that chance. I wish when so-and-so reached out to me, I just did it. You know what I mean? There were certain things that if I had more, not just confidence in yourself, but more of a willingness to take a risk and put yourself out there, then you'll be surprised at what you can accomplish.
You're becoming an adult. You just get these very clear, unexpected, unpleasant views of the world. And you really have to work to not let that get you down. And keep pushing. Because it's a journey.
Moving in the truth of your heart, I feel like is one of the key points that I would give to somebody entering their 20s, because your heart is going to say a lot of things, but the truth is impartial to what you feel. The truth is the truth, and sometimes the truth is difficult to hear. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's one of those things you don't know how to feel about, but the truth is the truth nonetheless, and move in the truth of your heart. Now, the heart is also capable of switching feelings all the time, so be discerning, but your heart and your gut will always tell you, like, all right, this is where we're going, this is how we're moving, this is what we're feeling. It's up to you to respond to that call as God lays it unto you, and if you don't, you'll find out the hard way, or you'll find out a different way. It doesn't have to be hard, you'll just find out a different way.
Take care of yourself. Really, really take care of yourself. That's my biggest thing, is take care of yourself. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't party, you know what I mean? You shouldn't get lit, you know what I mean? If that's what you like to do. But I also think like it's really, really important for you to take care of yourself, understand your mental state, and also really, really trying to tap into who you are. You know, not because you're finally out of school, you're kind of getting away from your parents. This is really the time where you get to discover yourself. And I think that's a beautiful but scary thing for a lot of people, especially for me when I was your age, you know?
You know, I think our society is so focused in on being a certain way, doing a certain thing, living life in a certain way, and people can come for you if you don't, you know? And you're gonna have a lot of haters because you're a black male. People are gonna hate you for no reason. And really work on your self-care and how to ground yourself, because that's, unfortunately in America, that is the life, you know? I had some very significant shit happen in my 20s regarding race and homophobia that really fucking knocked me down for a second. It's gonna be a thing. And you gotta remember to get back up.
The 20s are a beautiful time to experiment. The 20s are a beautiful time to grow and learn way more about yourself than you ever cared to, because you also have a better balance of your emotions and your hormones and all of those kinds of things that make us feel like we can't handle ourselves, or make us feel overwhelmed, or make us feel like we don't have a grasp on ourselves. But, and that's okay. And that's okay. It really is okay.
Do not be afraid to change. I feel like we grew up in a culture sometimes, especially America, where you kind of, people are like, oh, you have to do this one thing, or you have to be this type of person, or, you know, you have to do this. And it ties back to the shit I was saying about making mistakes, Judah, is that we're all human. People change. People make mistakes. But sometimes that's growth. And growth sometimes isn't pretty. It's just not. But you should know that you're growing.